The Inky Mann.
Broadcasting live.
The Inky Mann.
Broadcasting live.
I'm not afraid. You will be. You will be.
What up? It's your boy.
The Inky Mann.
Happy Friday, you suckers. Happy payday, you suckers. So, the Eclipse was some bullshit. It was some bullshit, at least out here in Las Vegas. Now, when I say bullshit, I mean we couldn't see it out here. There's a place called the Strat. Go ahead and look it up. The Strat. It used to be the Stratosphere at the Strat Tower, something like that. Looks like the Space Needle in Seattle. And they had emails that went out that said that you can go up to the top of it and observe the eclipse. And people did do that. I saw that later on when I missed it. There was so much misinformation because it was 11:30, it was 3:30, and it was all these other things that were coming up. And I really didn't know what time the eclipse was supposed to be. I just knew that I was going to be out in the streets doing DoorDash, so I should have seen it either way. It got a tad bit dark, but not completely dark, just a tad bit dark, And so I knew at that time it must have been happening, but I was pulling the phone out. I might have footage on that. I was pulling the phone out. I was taking pictures saying I'm waiting, things like that. Only to find out that all these other people saw it in other parts of the country and they had beautiful views. That one that I had before was my cousin, his view out in Ohio, and he's a teacher, and he was out with some of his colleagues and students, I believe they were students. And they got these fabulous pictures and things like that. And big shout to them because I stole the footage in my own way. Stole the footage and took some of the pictures and put it at the beginning of the show to kind of just show what they saw. But, being Friday, and I actually made a post. So it's time to address some comments on that post. Yeah. So I want to thank all of you who made that comment. I want to send a big shout out to you all. Plus, I have something for you. AOD.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Fair enough, X.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the most electrifying, the most entertaining, and the downright most incredible channel on YouTube, the Inky Mann Channel, where motivation meets gluttony, where Vegas meets victory, and where your love for the Patriots meets its match. Don't miss out on the fun, the food, and the fanaticism because life is too short not to laugh along with Inky Mann. Subscribe now to the Inky Mann Show channel.
Y'all better give us some of this pimping.
Happy Friday, you suckers. Time for the Inky Mann Show. That's my shit.
Want to hear some Ya Mama jokes? I got some jokes for your ass. Your mama's so slow. It took her 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes. Your mama's so old. When she was in school, history was called current events. Your mama is so lazy. She thinks a two-income family is where your daddy has 2 jobs and she ain't got none. Your mama is so clumsy. She tripped over a wireless network. Your mama is so ugly. When she looks in the mirror, her reflection ducks. Your mama is so hairy. Bigfoot took her picture. Your mama is so slow. Took her 2 hours to watch 60 minutes.
Okay, all right. This show is going to be nice, short, and sweet. And y'all get out there and enjoy your Friday. Hope everything is good with you. Listen, that show that I did about Rockefeller methods, I'd like to do more, but I want to make sure that you're interested. Do you want to know more about the Rockefeller waterfall method? A way to create wealth. A way that a lot of wealthy people actually use. Do you want to know a little bit more about that? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my Monday show. Also, I think that's about it. I was going to say something about the coaching thing, but if you make sure you check that show out, which was the Wednesday show. Other than that, I got a podcast out there. Let me see. Who's scheduled to be on the podcast this week? Mega Spins, part two. The interview I did with Mega Spins. Get the full version of what I did on the show. Go make sure you check me out over on Spotify. As a matter of fact,
Welcome to the Inky Mann Podcast, a place where inspiration meets the seductive worlds of gastronomic exploration and flashing Las Vegas lights. Your host, Inky Mann, will take you on a tour around the vibrant streets of Vegas while providing you with a delightful fusion of culinary delights, motivation, and insight. Whether you're craving insider information on the greatest eateries in the area or you're searching for inspiration to help you reach your goals, the Inky Mann Podcast is your go-to source for everything positive, Las Vegas approved and foodie approved. So grab a seat, hit play, and let's explore Inky Mann's dynamic fusion of culinary adventures and inspiration.
Now you have no excuse. Y'all be good, man. Y'all be good. That's pretty much all I could say at this point. Love y'all to death. Thank y'all for supporting. I see the show is raising even more. I'm getting into 3 digits, 400 reach. Big shout to my man Trevor Gerald. Big shout to TJ Sullivan. My man Daryl Harmon. My man Xavier Farrow. My man Jadero Belzer. Thank y'all for the interviews. I got more coming up. So this is going to be great. I'd love to talk about it. But, when you talk about stuff, they don't come into fruition, especially if other people are involved. I don't know what's the science behind that. There's some I know, but it's not always the case, and it's not the case now. But thank y'all for tuning in and loving your boy. I love y'all to death. See y'all on next week for some more of that chocolatey goodness from your friendly neighborhood Inky Mann. Happy Friday, you suckers. Happy payday, you suckers. I'm out, yo. I'm out, yo. Yo.